Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Clash Gaming with Chris. In this episode I just want to cover a few GoWiVa attacks that we performed in our last war. While showing you them, I'll just explain the fundamentals basically that are needed when you want to do the GoWiVa attack. As you can see, these guys didn't actually attack very much. We managed to almost 100% them. Let me just see, here we go. This attack was done on a not very well developed Town Hall 8. As you can see, the chap's got quite a few of his cannons only upgraded once. Most of his archer towers haven't been upgraded at all yet. This was quite an easy one. For this attack, as you can see, one golem's been brought, 18 Valkyries, one hog just to draw out the clan castle troops, a few wizards, an archer, and then just healing spells. The main thing with this attack is you need to clear the clan castle troops, because if there is a dragon in there, it will melt through the Valkyries. As you can see, hog dropped down. Dropped a few troops just to draw out the dragon. Best thing that I've noticed is to bring a few archers, because they're quite easy to distract the dragon and keep him in the poison spell. Since they've released the update and the troops move out of the poison spell, it can be a bit tricky to get him in there. So normally just all the archers around, a wizard or two. Wait for him to go down to make sure that you don't drop your troops and the dragon still goes. Drop the golem down, wizards behind to clear up. The main thing I found with this attack is it's very important to keep all your Valkyries together. Since they've released the update now, your Valkyries do attack very quickly on their first spin, but it does take quite a while before the second spin happens. So if there is going to be a lot of them together, they'll very quickly take down a tower. As you can see, one spin from each Valkyrie almost, and your towers are going down. You can see I got some on this side going as well. Because what I found is once they hit their first spin, it takes quite a bit of time for the second one, and during that time it gives other buildings a chance to pick them off. Unfortunately, that healing spell there on the right hand side was quite badly placed. This particular attack, I had 5 hogs in the clan castle as well. Once distracted by either the golem or Valkyries, it is always nice to drop those and just let them pick off, even if it's just 1 or 2 of the single target defenses. But as you can see, I still have about 5 or 6 Valkyries there, another 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Considering I only brought 14, I pretty much only lost about 4 or 5 that entire fight. 3 heal spells used, Golem's still alive. My Barbarian King on this account's only level 2, but he's still going strong. And then after that it was just clean up. Obviously had to run all the way to the top and take out that little builder's hut. The next one I'm going to show you is an attack against a fully maxed out, except for the walls, Town Hall 8 as well. If you look at this base, you can see all his wizard towers, mortars, cannons, and I think all of his archer towers, yes, all of his archer towers were done as well. His hero here was level 9, but I think, if I remember correctly, this guy did not have clan castle troops. Same troop composition, hog drop down just to get out any troops that are there. What I did with this base is coming in from, actually can't remember, I think it was from the bottom. Let's just see. I used my archers just to pick off any buildings that weren't defended by a tower, purely because there were no clan castle troops. So it made using my archers, I needed to use them for something. Same attack strategy, pile everything in on top of one another, keep all those Valkyries as close together as possible. You don't want to leave them hanging around on their own, struggling to take down a building. You could do this attack without using the golem. You could potentially use 3 or 4 giants just to distract, and that would allow you to have some more wizards or some more Valkyries. I personally enjoy the golem. I like the fact that he can take as much damage as he can. Unfortunately, he doesn't give out as much damage. But this thing, exactly the same as the previous base. I've noticed a lot of people, what they do when it comes to healing spells. Some people wait a bit too long, and they actually end up losing a few of their troops before dropping the heal spell. What other people do is they actually drop it a bit too early. I'm not saying I'm an expert or anything, but there's a sweet spot in between where maybe 1 or 2 are about to die or have just died, and you have a few that are on half health. That's generally the best time to drop. Just to save 1 or 2 Valkyries is not worth wasting an entire heal spell, but at the same time it depends how far into the base you've pushed. But as you can see by this one as well, no problem cleaning up the base. To give you an idea, this base that has attacked now, this Barnacle, that's my tablet account. I've been Town Hall 8 on there for about 3 weeks. I'll give you a rough idea. You can see here by the base. It is not very far into Town Hall 8. Troop-wise, level 1 golems, level 1 Valkyries, everything else except for my wizards, it's all Town Hall 7 quality troops. I literally hit Town Hall 8, and the first thing I did was get one of my barracks up to level 4, my Dark Barracks, just so I can get those troops. Cool, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like. If you have any questions or anything, please feel free to post some comments.